if something happened to you and you couldn't take care of yourself, who would you want to take care of you? He immediately said, Tiffany, my wife, the woman that's talking. So he said, I want my wife to take care of me if I'm incapacitated or something's wrong. So the counselor asked her the same question. Who would you want to take care of you? But here's her answer.
I want my wife to do it. Yeah. She then asked me the question, if something was to happen to you and you could not take care of yourself, who would you want to be your caregiver? I said, send me back to my mother. This counselor looked at me and she says, Tiffany, we got a lot of work to do. Why would you ever decide to marry a man and to become one with him? And if something was to happen to you, you would not allow him to be the one that would care for you. I had to do so much self-searching, so much understanding of me. Then she went on to ask me, she says, if he never changes, can you accept this version of him for the rest of your life? And I said, no. She then looked at us and she says, well, then you all need to leave my office because you're not ready to die to marriage.
Now, listen, this is big. If you're already married and you talking about, I don't want my spouse to take care of me, send me back to my mother and father. If you already married and you talking about, if he never changes, I can't accept him the way he is, that's a problem, because you marry someone that's your assignment. Ladies, if you're marrying someone and you can't accept them for who they are right now, that's a problem, because you married them accepting them and their faults, for better or for worse, in sickness and in health. That means that if your husband drink a lot, you married him that way. If he never stops drinking, you signed up and said, yes, God, I can be his rib, even though he drinks a lot. If your wife has a spending problem, if she never gets better, you married her saying, yes, God, I can help her manage her drinking, her spending problem. I can help. But if they never get better, you signed up for that. That's what marriage is. A lot of people don't know that. Anybody got a 1 minute response before I let y'all go? Go ahead.
I sure do. This just happened to me last month because, I just had surgery. My ex-husband, who I've been divorced for 19 years, came and rescued me by my bedside, him and my mother and my son. So my mom was like, your ex-husband came to rescue you? And I told her, and the doctor was in the room, examining my whole body. Do you want your ex-husband out the room? No. Let him see. Because he knows my body. My ex-husband, even though we've been divorced for 19 years, that was still my husband. I'm still carrying his last name. I earned that. Even when he was diagnosed with breast cancer, I was there by his bedside.
That's love, and that says a lot. And yeah, that says a lot, that when you got sick, he showed up. That says a whole lot, and some people don't understand that. Chrissy, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Am I on mute? Okay.
Yes, I got you.
Well, first, thank you for letting me come up and share some time with you. I wanted to say about that. Yeah, to get to that point after you're married, that's kind of backwards. If you don't see till death do us part, in sickness and in health, like that's what you're saying. That's what you're vowing to. So to say these things after you're married is kind of crazy. You did say something, and I know you probably don't have time to touch on it, but earlier you said something to the nature of girlfriend material, like wife material.
Yep.
Giving like a wife material in the girlfriend stage, right? And vice versa.
Yes.
How is a man gonna know if you're wife material if you're holding back till you get married?
Thus the conundrum. And you know what? We could do another hour on that comment alone. We could
make sense, right?
I'm gonna say this. And I know I'm about to drop a bomb, but I gotta say it. He that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. Not he that finds a girlfriend or a booty partner or a situationship. What that means is, ladies, you have to be moving and behaving like a wife before you even meet him. Now, here is the challenge. You can't give that wife to everybody. You can't be wifey with everybody. So how do you behave like a wife and not be in a relationship? How do you behave like a wife and be celibate? How do you behave like a wife and be waiting to find the right guy so you can open your heart? See, that's a mentality. We just read it earlier. As you think of, so you are. So I'm gonna say for me, and then we out of here. I had to stop playing around with women and being in situationships and getting coochie. I had to stop doing it. I had to start saying, you know what? I'm waiting until I find my wife. I'm taking my time. You know what? I don't want a relationship. You know what? I don't want sex. I don't want a situationship. I just want to find the right person. I had to start turning people down and changing my behavior before God started bringing me wife material. And then the first or second person that showed up wasn't the wife. They were wife material, but they weren't the one. My destiny didn't show up until later. And on that note, I gotta go.